Okay, so now we have a video for Zanzibar, if I'm saying it right. It says that he's a Dreadnok pirate. Unfortunately, I don't have his gun. I'll have to definitely, after doing this video, keep my eye out for his gun, but it's one of the problems I'm having right now that's kind of keeping me away from YouTube is I've got all these guns and I have all these urges to open all my Rise of Cobra stuff, but I'm like, no, I got to do these videos and I've got to figure out where these guns and missiles and everything go. So I wish I would have thought about the plastic bag thing that I'm trying to start doing now. And I'm also going to try and do with my display, even though you won't really be able to see them, um, until I get a better camera and a better lighting and everything, is I'm going to start putting a packaged either vehicle or figure behind the actual vehicle. If it's a vehicle, I'll probably have to put the box underneath the vehicle, but I'm going to start doing that so then I'll know what goes with what easier. But anyway, so this is a video for the Zanzibar, and I guess he was remade, I'm assuming, for one of the conventions. But this is the 1987 version, and unfortunately, like I said, I don't have his gun. Still a little bit of dust on him, but I know that he is one of the figures that I probably most likely had as a kid. Um, but this one is one that I got, in box, sealed, and was able to put together. So that's where it's kind of confusing with me because I can't always remember, did I have it as a kid or am I just remembering uh, opening a package, when I started recollecting. Um, so I don't know yet if I mentioned that he's the pirate of the Dreadnoks. There's been a lot of talk about whether or not this vehicle is meant to fly or if it's meant to go in the water, or it's meant to just be a hovercraft. So then that way it's kind of doing a little bit of both. Um, but I think I'm, in one opinions that whatever you want this thing to do, hey, it's your imagination. Let it fly, let it go in the water, let it be a hover craft. But from what I can really tell, I think this is supposed to be something that just kind of floats above the water. And the reason I say that is because it's got these fins on the back. And I believe this, and even the little ones in the front, is to allow it to, go through the water smoother and quicker. So I'm going to just say that it kind of floats along the water. Um, so he is a pretty cool figure. Kind of goes with both the figure, you know, his look and everything, but it also goes with kind of the Dreadnoks and kind of the pirates. And I'm sure maybe this was after G.I. Joe, or maybe it was while. I don't think it was 87 though, but I don't know if you guys remember a TV show, and even now I'm thinking I'm just having this thought, so if I could pause, I would do that and look it up first. But there used to be a cartoon called Pirates of Dark Water or something like that, and that's what this guy just reminded me of. I might have the title wrong somehow, but yeah, that was another cartoon that I watched quite a bit. Um, so anyway, he has nice little armbands right there, little pink handkerchief or something right there. Can't really think of what this part is, but this would be more of like an armor, I would assume. And then he's kind of got kind of funny, but it was the 80s, kind of a midriff type tan shirt underneath the armor. He does have hair that is plastic, but it's not molded plastic. Um, And I don't know, that's kind of cool that they did that because it would have looked, I don't know, probably, in my opinion, worse if they had made it all plastic because then it would look more like Zorana or something. But he's kind of got a little eye patch right there and a mustache. Um, So anyway, let's try and show you some views of the figure. I'm all stressing because it kind of looks like this leans that way. So I wonder if they just did that so that it would look more junky or whatever, or did I actually get this too hot at one time and it started melting? Yeah, that's really odd to see that. I don't know if you guys can tell that on the camera, but it kind of goes this way and then it kind of goes that way. So, but yet this all looks straight. So yeah, that must have been something they planned, I'm assuming. Then it's got this little trigger or knob here that allows you to turn it, and as long as you're looking from the front, it looks pretty realistic. So even though he doesn't have the gun, which I will definitely keep my eye out for now, he also comes with a brown hammer, which I think is so awesome about this figure, is that both his hammer right here and what they are calling a brown spear. Oh, and it does have this plastic thing right here that you kind of have to squeeze through the little hole. Sorry if you can't see that, but there's a little hole right there. So, would be kind of nervous about after a while pulling and putting this in because of the stress marks. But anyway, so that goes in there, and then the brown spear is right here. So dang, only if they would have had a spot for his gun. They could have had these right here, and I don't know, maybe a gun thing down there, or even though it might not be very realistic, they could have put it somewhere down there. But so yeah, oh yeah, the missiles come off. They look familiar, but I'm probably just confusing them with some other missile. But it's just, oh, no, I almost thought it was the flight pod. Not the shape or anything, but just how there's a hole that makes the missiles stay on, and you can see the peg through that. But that's kind of cool because that way you can interchange the missiles. And then I'm going to try and go on to his box, but let's see if it's going to do that. Because they have him listed by himself, and then because he's got this little vehicle, if you are comfortable calling it a vehicle. And come on, computer, catch up. Alright. They've only got the front of the box here, which is kind of sad. It's always odd how they are able to get a picture of the front of the box, but not a picture of the back of the box. You'd think they would have taken the picture at the same time, but so unfortunately I can't read what the back of it says. The only front basically says Zanzibar Dreadnok Pirate with Air Skiff. So, oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention those. Thankfully the box reminded me. There are these guns in the front, but as far as I can tell, they don't swivel up or down. They just are there, And I think that's about it. We'll just take a few seconds here to go around and show you more of a look of it. But yeah, definitely once I find the gun, I'll be happy with this figure, and I actually like him quite a bit. I don't know if there's much, disagreements on the figure so much as the vehicle, but I know from reading on the forums and stuff, some people didn't, always agree what type of vehicle this was, but hopefully everyone's okay with his look and everything. Guess we should talk about the stickers. He's got a tool case and aid kit right there. Got a little skull and crossbone looking flag. I guess I need to make sure I show you that. Cobra emblem in the front right there. And the same skull and crossbone on the back here. So I think that's good. 10 minutes. Alright, we'll see you all later. Bye.